Hey, happy Thursday, everybody. It is Jeremy from Valorous Circle, and I'm going live a little bit earlier today. Usually it's at 11, just hitting the books a little bit earlier at 10:30 today because of scheduling conflicts, which is awesome. I'm glad we're busy, right? Um, so once again, my name is Jeremy. I want to be your internet marketing buddy. I'm with Valorous Circle, and online with me is our producer, Mike. Mike, want to say hi?
Hello, everyone. Happy to do this for people who are listening in.
Fantastic. Thanks, Mike. Uh, Once again, you can always find us at valorcircle.com. Do visit valorcircle.com/linktree. We have a bunch of free resources there for any business to get you found online. So, how we normally do this is Mike comes up with, Mike doesn't come up with, Mike actually scours the internet for questions that are being asked, and he always tries to stump the chump, and I'm the chump most of the time. So, Mike, what do we got today?
So, we had a great question that we haven't discussed in our lives yet from an electrician named Andre. And he had a good question about tracking an ROI. He was basically just asking, how can I track our digital marketing efforts and get an ROI based off of that?
I love it. Um, so, in marketing, obviously, we want to know there's two things that we're always tracking, or we call them CAC and LTV. Both of those affect your ROI, not only for what you're spending in marketing today, but what you're going to be spending in marketing in the future. So, CAC is the customer acquisition cost. So, how much does it cost to actually get a paying customer? And what you're doing is you're actually taking everything that you're paying out and wrapping it up into how much your average job price is. And so, I'm sorry, how much your average cost per qualified lead comes in, and that's called CAC. So, what are you spending on Facebook ads, Google ads, website, CRM, all that stuff combined, and then you divide that by how many leads come in and how many jobs you get out of those leads. So, to know what your ROI is, if you spend $1, you want to make $2 or $3. That's called return on ad spend, but it's also return on investment. So ROI is return on investment. Um, you're going to have to get a Google Sheet out. Maybe I'll work on a template this week. I'm not sure if I can or not, but maybe I can work on a template where you can actually calculate like how much it costs to pull in a lead, and then how much it costs to close a lead, and then after that you can figure out your ROI. It's a great question. One thing that people in most home service industry also need to think about is what we call LTV, and that's going to be lifetime value of a client. So after you service a client for a job, how much income are they going to be able to provide for you for their entire lifetime being a dedicated client? So, what are your investments in making sure that they remember that you're there, right? Do you have a CRM where you email them on a consistent basis? CRM stands for Contact Relationship Manager. Sorry, backing up. My mind goes a mile a minute when I get good questions like this. So, what's your CRM doing for you? Is there anything that you can be automating to make sure you don't forget people? Automated text, automated emails, phone call reminders, stuff like that. That way, if they have something happen in their house, or they have a friend that needs help, they can always recommend you as a person or a business. And you take that for a lifetime, right? 1 year, LTV isn't really small. The longer you go, it's going to grow. That's the intent. We want that hockey stick type situation. So make sure that you're investing in a really good CRM system that has automations going through there. We have a great one we call Thomas, and Thomas, it does all that. It does emails. It helps you um, uh, chat right through your phone. So there's a website chat that comes in, and then you can set up automations for monthly reminders, monthly emails, text, all that information. If you don't have that, your LTV is going to drop, and then it really is going to dictate where your ROI is for the money you spend today compared to what it's going to be in the next year or two. So, great question. I really nerd out on that stuff, so if I talk too fast, make sure you comment below. I'll try to clarify what I said before. So I kind of black out sometimes. So cool. Thanks, Mike. Any other questions, Mike, that have come in?
Yeah, we have an interesting one. This one's kind of fun, I would say. This person noticed that a lot of websites have chat bots, and they were just wondering if there is any room or a reason that they should have a chat bot on their plumbing business.
Yeah. So for those of you who don't know, a chatbot is a tool that has a little bubble on your bottom right or bottom left hand side of the screen. It pops up and says, hey, how can we help you? And oftentimes you're going to have buttons to push to continue the conversation. You have to understand that those are usually attached to a CRM, and those will help solidify who needs to talk to those to the people. So if you're an electrician, I think you said you were, and it's about a repair service or wiring of a new house, something like that. If you have those options on that chatbot, you'll know which team member to send that lead to have that really good conversation. Um, they're also great for the consumer because sometimes they don't know what question to ask. They come to an electrician's website, they might not know the terminology, what they might be looking for. And so it really helps kind of to get down to the nitty gritty really, really quickly. You'll also find chatbots on Facebook Messenger and Facebook Messenger ads, helping prompt the conversation to go and clarify what's needed from the potential lead or client to the company that's trying to service them. So I think they're a great tool. I don't find them as impersonal as some people might. Um, to me, it's finding the root of the problem and seeing how we can help you a lot quicker than even a live person could. So don't be insulted if you see a chat bot. Just work with it, and then you'll actually find that the companies who utilize those are companies who service you actually even better, in my opinion, and my past experience. So, great question. Anything else, Mike?
I personally have a follow-up question. I know we get a lot when it comes to chatbots and then just messengers on websites in general. One of the most common questions we get is, and you might have touched on it a little bit there, but uh, do do we have to, if we put a chatbot or a messenger on our website, do we have to monitor that 24/7? Like, what are some techniques? Like, I know that's a big fear that a lot of people have on why they don't add a chatbot or a
Mhm.
messenger on their website. You have any insight on that?
Yeah. It all depends on the service you use. Once again, our service Thomas, I'm a big fan of. But that chat bot actually will notify the phone off of the app that we have. And if you get that notification, you don't have to monitor 24/7. It just texts your phone and says, hey, you have a new question. That allows anybody, especially the people who run like a mom and pop shop who might not have the time to have a full-time secretary or a full-time front desk staff to be able to monitor those, even in the field pretty easily. Um, so it's going to be the ease of use of the tool that you use, and then making sure it also has follow-ups ingrained in it too. You never want to forget somebody. I mean, forgetting somebody is like the worst feeling in the world, right? You realize like, oh, I should have called that person. That pit in your stomach just absolutely sucks. So don't let it happen, right? Get the right tools in place to make that happen. And if you want to learn more about Thomas, I would love to have a conversation with you guys because I think the tool is pretty powerful myself. And just compare it to what you guys are using now. Just message us below or contact us, and we'll definitely reach out and have that conversation. So good. What else we got, Mike?
We had a good one. I feel like we're going all over the place here, but that's
Okay.
that's good. That's good. We're hitting everything. Uh, Trevor had a great question. He's interested in getting into starting SEO and starting putting effort into SEO. And I know we get this question a lot, so it's funny. That's why I wanted to bring it to the forefront. He asked, "What is the expected timeline for seeing results from different marketing strategies?" So in this case, SEO.
Yeah, a big can of worms there. So, um, yet not knowing what keywords you're going after would actually dictate my answer. To be honest with you, um, generally when you're working with a professional, they're going to go in and they're going to find keywords that are searched quite often that have low competition. And so, if you're working with the right SEO company, they want to get you kind of in the side door or even the back door of the way that people search, and making sure that you start ranking for those. You're going to have really competitive. There's a lot of competition in search engine optimization, so you can't expect to start a website like an electrician website today and have it ranked tomorrow. You have to create what they call authority, and this goes into the Google algorithm. I am going to tell you the answer, my thought process at the end of this, but I want to make sure you understand where I'm coming from first. Google created this algorithm called EAT. It's double EAT, expertise. Um, oh my gosh, I've had a brain. What a time to have this happen. Expertise, experience, authoritiveness, and trust. Expertise, experience, authoritiveness, and trust. And they're going to rank a Google, or they're going to rank your website based on those 4 criteria. How long you've been in business? What's your experience? Do you have happy customers related to Google reviews and algorithms? The authoritiveness, do people see you as an authority? And are you trustworthy? Now, if you started SEO on a website that's been on the website or on the internet for a long time, you're going to rank faster because you already kind of established at least 3 of those 4 items, right? You're kind of an authority because you've been around a while. The domain is known in the area, and hopefully you have some Google reviews. If you start off from scratch, it's going to take you a little longer because you have to prove those 4 concepts to Google that you're the expert. And you can only do that by shipping data on a regular basis. You can't have a stale website. You can't just have a 5-page website and call it good anymore. That just won't survive in 2023, 2024, moving forward. You have to get that engagement going on with your website. And that's going to be helping with blogs and offline content as well. So if you want to know the timeline for a brand new website, I'm going to say give it 90 days as a safe zone. You should see results in about 30. If you have a website that's been up for a while, you're probably going to see results a little bit quicker when you start putting that effort in. But make sure you're going for those keywords, once again, that get searched quite often but have lower competition. And also, if you want kind of a hack, make sure that you're talking about areas around the locations that you serve. So, if there's a geographic location, make sure you mention that in your blogs. If there's a school, a park, a museum, a baseball field, a football field, whatever have you, if you service that area, throw it into that content of the blog, and you actually start seeing yourself ranking a little bit quicker because Google knows the services you provide and the areas you're trying to serve, and they can match those 2 together. Also, get as many reviews as possible. Your Google Business Profile does help rank your website. So those 2 are married. Make sure that you're working on off-site SEO just as much as you're working on on-site SEO. So, really long-winded question or answer for a question that was kind of short, so I apologize. Not really. So, sorry, not sorry. So, Mike, I think we have time for one more. You have any more Stump the Chump questions?
Yeah, I got a good one talking about referrals. What's the best technique or best method to get consistent referrals or testimonials in this case?
Yeah. I have a one-word answer. It starts with an A, ends with a K. Ask. Just ask. A lot of people just don't ask for them. And if you do ask for them, be consistent in asking, right? When do you ask for that referral? Is it when you first meet people and they're happy that you came up and you say, hey, if you know anybody else who needs help, let me know? Or is it afterwards when they've gotten that 5-star service and you've gone above and beyond to make sure that they were taken care of? Is that when you ask? And then make sure that they know, hey, if you know anybody who ever needs an electrician, I would love it if I gave you a couple extra cards you could ping on your fridge just to remember that we're around and we can service them as well. So if you don't ask, it'll never happen. It just won't. So that's my answer. Ask, and ask frequently. So cool. Fantastic. Well, I'm going to have to wrap it up. I gotta get rolling to a meeting, but I want to tell you guys once again, click on that link or in the comments below, valorcircle.com/linktree. We have a bunch of great resources in there. And if you have questions about digital marketing in general, I would love it if you could actually comment Stump the Chump. Mike scours the internet and our Facebook groups for common questions. And I'm glad that we're getting interaction there. I just want to make sure that we see it on our Facebook feed here too, because I like kind of knowing what I'm walking into every Tuesday and Thursday. So once again, my name is Jeremy. I want to be your internet marketing buddy. Thanks, Mike, for being on the line today.
Thank you. I hope everybody has a great day.
You too, man. We'll talk to you soon. See you.